Hi, welcome to another edition of Rolling with a White Belt. I'm your white belt, and today we'll be reviewing some footage of a while back ago. This was at my parents' house when the mats were back there, and we got a lot to learn from this one. I'm rolling with an experienced white belt as well, and we did a little bit of grip fighting, as you can see here at the beginning. I try to put him into my half guard. My half guard is something I've been working on for a year and a half now. No gi, it's obviously way different than in the gi. Here I don't go as well with the guard retention. I get back to my guard, get to a reverse de la Hiva, try to spin under. It's a battle for control right here. Try to go under, but I can't get to his hips yet. He sits down, which is something I haven't been training a lot for, so I definitely have to look at that. I want to go, he's going for a foot lock, spinning in. Now I want to go for like a toe hold, one of my favorite moves in leg locks, as I said before. Here I see the toe hold is possible. He's rolling and we're basically out of bounds, so it's a really tight space. At one side there's a couch and the other side it's like a something you can fall onto as well, so we have to be a little bit careful. My opponent likes to play de la Hiva guard. I have to base up, come to a headquarters position, try to go for an over-under pass. And we bump into the couch. He just thinks I let go, so he immediately shoots, which is good for him. I defend the front headlock position. I isolate an arm and swing my hips under, so I go for the guard. He tries to pass the other way around. This is good passing by him, but I managed to get distance and get back to my guard. Play a little de la Hiva. He steps over, try to come up for the half guard. Switches to a guillotine here. I had to roll. He has a strong grip. Here I'm fighting the hand, and he's going for the mount control, but we were still out of bounds, so it's really difficult. I told him start in mount, but he wants to keep it neutral. We were talking about the guillotine a little bit. I'm telling him that he was under, and as soon as he readjusted a little bit, it came out. So I told him, really close, good job, keep it going. Here I go on top, try to go for the legs, but he has good hand fighting. Don't let me control anything before he controls something with me. I go in his half guards, try to do a pass. I do it more often. I go a little bit too far from my center line, so I get out of control. Here I go for a double overpass, which I like to do. Get the hips out of under him. I should use my knees to get under his hips actually. He has my hand here, but he can't do anything with it. Now I'm in a good position to lift him. I lift, switch my hips, get his knees between, so I have to switch hips. Yeah, here I do, but I overextend too much. Here I see the option to go to dip half guard. I try to sweep in that way, and I should have gone with hip control and tried to move my feet into his kneecap, so I get a little bit better control. But props to him from rolling out. We go back to more hand fighting. I try to go for a 2-on-1 to get to an arm drag. I back off. He tries to pass my guard. Tries to pass the guard the other way. Here Elmis managed to get over, but I shrimp, turn. He goes knee on belly. I defend, and I'm back at the guard. So good job by him by passing, and I also did a decent job by keeping him at bay. I sit back for no reason at all basically. Just gotta stay up, catch the leg, yes, here I go for the half guard, and here's where the mistakes were made. He goes for a Darce choke and I immediately knew I just fucked up. We go out of bounds a little bit, but he can still work it. I turn the wrong way basically. I tap, he doesn't see it. This was a funny incident. And he squeezes it in, I have to tap a little bit. A little bit more, because the first time he didn't notice. Afterwards, when I showed him the video, we both laughed about it, but he has a good Darce, so I'm currently working on my Darce defense. I saw some videos on which to re-grip on the ankles, and I'm gonna implement that in our next roll, so hopefully I get to improve my half guard game from his good Darce attacks, so we learn from each other once more. I almost turned into a triangle here, which was a good attempt. We start again. I see he's not doing anything, so I come up. He likes to invert and go for the Delahiva hooks there. I don't let him. Want to pass the other way around. We're close to the couch, so I stopped. It's really hard when you have boundaries and the mats are moving a little bit to not hit the side of the couch. So when I'm in my backyard now, I have a little bit more space because we have some mats with under them. I go for some knee slides. I get past the hips, almost at least. I now go for front headlock. He won't let me, and yeah, something unfortunate happened to his shoulder. He turned into me as I pushed down, I guess. He was having some issues with his shoulder a little bit more. In the previous roll, I believe. It's a bummer. But at least I know now that he's okay. Doesn't have a serious injury. And I believe we'll be returning to the roll shortly. I've been training with my opponent for like a year and a half now. Before I trained at another gym in another city because of my study. So yeah, it's nice to change up opponents sometimes. When I go to different cities, I try to work out with the people there. In the Netherlands, we have 1 or 2 gyms in the city, and the affiliation I'm registered to has like gyms pretty much everywhere in most cities of the Netherlands, so I can go train for free, get to basically learn about the teammates I have in another city, take their techniques, roll with them. It's a lot of fun. I always get greeted with open arms. So if you want to come to the Netherlands once, it's really easy to get training. Alright, we are back again. I'm way too much back for this position. I want to attach to the legs, now go for a half guard, but I was way too slow here. I defended pretty good though. He didn't pass my guard. Here as well. He fakes the attempt. Straight heel hook. Here I'm way too slow. And also with the guard recovery, I go for the inversion. Now I get my Delahiva hook, and here's where I made a mistake. I did the face plant, but I didn't follow up with anything. Here, face plant, I have to come up here. Otherwise, the sweep doesn't make any sense, so I have to drill that a lot. Coming up, getting into the neutral position again. I talked about it in my last video as well. It's something I'm not used to yet. I just like, okay, I swept, and that was good, but yeah, of course, nobody's gonna stay there by choice. So fighting up into a better position is something I have to work on, and also, of course, like I said before, the Darce choke. I don't know if it will come into this video some more, but on this day I get caught in a Darce choke like 3 or 4 times, I believe. So I'm looking for counters to that. Like I said, the sweep, I've seen like when you readjust, instead of getting the underhook, readjust to the now here I went a little bit too far. I slipped a little bit. Instead of getting the underhook, readjust to get the grips at the hands, and then fight for either a sweep or a back take. Here he has some nice De La Riva control. He wants to spin under. I prevent it by sitting down. Now he gets into the passing sequence. Pass to the side, and I catch my leg in between, which I can use to catch his head and stand up for a guillotine, but he does a good job of turning, and here I turn just the wrong way for some reason. I should have turned the other way around to get the sweep and maybe step over to the mount for a guillotine choke. So good job on my part for catching the guillotine, but also on his part for just turning out of it. He's on my side control. He likes to go knee on belly a lot. Obviously that's annoying. He steps over to mount, and from here, here he goes with an arm triangle. I basically have no defense from here, so I'm pretty sure I tap soon. I have no idea how to stop this yet, so when you go back training, yeah, getting the knee on belly sucks even more. I know, he transitions to the back, but still has like an arm triangle here. Now he has everything pretty locked up, extending the arm, and I'm pretty sure he's going to make an arm bar out of it. Yeah. So great job of my partner catching my head. Once you catch the head, he does a good job of controlling my whole body. And when I'm there, I feel like I'm at his mercy basically. So I have to train on my submission defense as well. He controls my head here. Now here we're talking about Paul Harris slapping Gordon Ryan at an ADCC tournament. I asked him if he saw it, like the cupping of the head. I was really aggressive, so he didn't know who Paul Harris was, I believe. He doesn't play a leg lock type of game as well, so I guess that's why. Yeah. And then I told him, basically at the end he got DQ'd. So I'm back on top, and what I'm looking for here is either flying Kimura or an entry into the knee cut. Here he wants to take my back, I believe. I go sit down and control the ankle. Oh, here I could have gone into an Ashikarami, but I was way too slow, which means he can take my back. I got a decent back defense. He goes for the head. He tries to switch over to side control, but I won't let him. He fights for a pass again. Still won't let him. Now he solidifies the pass. Going to north-south. Basically I want to chill out here for a little bit. Go back to side control because I got a little bit tired, I guess. Let's see. Oh yeah, I tried to set up like a sneaky buggy choke, but I was at the wrong angle completely. Looks like he's going for an armbar, like a shotgun armbar, and I felt it, so I rolled out. Now he's going for a triangle. This guy is known for his triangles. He has a really tight triangle. But because I train with him a lot, I also get to work on my defense. So I get out here, go for an over-under pass again, or a double under. Hard to see from here. Yeah, double under again. I stack him, stack. Go to the other side, secure the hips. I'm really still low on the hips, now I'm higher, but I go too fast and he switches. He sweeps me. Here, short intervenience from my sister. I try to set up an armbar here. Then I go for the easy sweep. And up in mount, back control, and I just sit back for no reason at all. That was really easy back control. If I just got my hips on top of his hips, I would have got it. Here I go for a Kimura and sweep him. But because of the obstacles on the side, I decided to let go, because otherwise I'd just flip him right into the TV. It's in there as well, so I couldn't risk it. Anyway, I think that was it for the roll. It was good training. We did like 15-minute rounds or something. It got a little bit hot in there. Had to open the door to outside. We got some drinks, we got some food, and it was a great roll. So thanks for watching. For me, the most important thing to take away is get my Dars defense going once I'm on half guard. Don't be afraid to go to that half guard because of the Dars. Also, when I get to the back, secure the hooks in immediately, because otherwise I'll just fall back and I will go to full guard again. And also, when I'm in an arm triangle, I need to know how to defend that, or at least make sure I don't end up in the mounted triangle at the first place. So I hope you watched this video and found it was a little bit helpful. I certainly did, because I got to see my mistakes, and the one thing I'm really happy with was my guard retention. I got to go back. He passed my guard a couple of times, but I could go back and go to full guard, sweep him a little bit. So it was a good roll. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next week.